Hi everyone, this is Gabby Varga, the trauma informed personal trainer, and you have another testimonial that you're watching right now with Michael, wonderful client of mine. Hi, Michael.
Good morning.
And so before we get started, if you're interested in my approach, what I'm doing, this trauma informed personal training approach that might be new to you, feel free to look at my website. Or if you know this is what you want to do, then you can also book a consultation right away. All links are on my YouTube channel, so feel free to do that, or just comment below and ask me questions if you're interested. Okay, so Michael is Gloria's husband. Gloria and I already did a testimonial video last year summer. So when Gloria finished her first package, prompt me the question that, hey, my husband is interested working with you as well. So that's how we connected. And then now Gloria and Michael are both my clients. And Michael finished his first package. So he's done with the tension release, he's done with the nitty-gritty stuff, and he's doing the strength piece that he's been looking for ever since we started. So thank you for being here, Michael.
Yeah, my, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
And I have quite a few questions for you, but we might go off track a little bit because I always like to talk about what the process looks like. But it's curious about everything and anything that you want to and you would like to share. Please know there's no pressure here. I always say that. Okay, so the first question will be, it's a two-part question. There's a main question and there's two questions below, so I can repeat it if needed. So what led you to booking a consultation with me? And there's going to be the parts. What was happening to your body and what was challenging in your life at that point?
Mm, well, as you mentioned before, I'm Gloria's husband, so she she was actually doing um the training with you, Gabby, and I was seeing a lot of improvement on her side, and I didn't see me improving. Um, I was quite inflexible, and I started to have some issues like even just bending over just to put my socks and I had like a flat feet and things like that. So start to see that my if I'm not taking um, my body seriously, I'm by the time I reach like 50 or 60, I'm gonna be in a bad shape. So seeing my wife kind of inspires me, and then I saw how you were working with her. So I say, okay, well, why not? I'm actually I decided committed to take my health seriously, so I decided to give it a try, and yeah, no regret on that one. So one of the other things I remember was that when I went to Korea on a regular basis, sometimes we had to sit on the floor to eat, and I had a hard time to sit in the Indian style position for a long time. I couldn't actually do it because now I know why. My muscles they were stiff, they're but because through you I understand like now that I need to do like the stretching and everything is connected. So that really helped me understand now that why I was that stiff. And yeah, so that's kind of what it is. What else can I think of? Um, Yeah, for the flat feet, it was a challenge because I had a hard time like walking and started to be painful, and I now realize that is because m- I was I didn't know until you told me. You observed my position, my feet position, that my feet was actually bending in, and that was actually a bad thing. Now you helped me correct that, and it has helped tremendously. I have much less pain now, and you also gave me some exercise in that sense, so that really helped Another thing also, and this is something I have for a long time, is even my mom would say it, is that please have a good posture. I would tend to be bent over, I guess that's the term. And you give me some exercise to help me correct that. And now I'm much more conscious every time I walk outside or every time I stand up, not to be crooked, but more, yeah, just to have a straight
Oh, yeah.
posture now. And that comes with less issues, less pain nowadays. So I'm very grateful for that. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's some of the things. There's much more, but
Yeah.
those are the things that comes to mind. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And you know, you're reading my notes because my next question would have been what kind of shift you started to notice by working together, and you just said it all. So thank you. And what I absolutely love, I want to talk about, you know, that cross-legged position that you mentioned earlier, that you can do that now. And you guys went to Korea
Yes.
last
Last
December,
December. Yes.
and it was easy for you, and that was such a so great to hear that. And but you also mentioned it way before that, that you know it was coming together for you. So it's, you know, these little things, they may seem small, but it they really help to have a better quality of life, and that's what
Yeah.
we are working
Yeah, it
towards.
definitely do. Yeah. Like I didn't realize until like at first when I did like the exercise, you asked me to do this exercise for this muscle, do this stretching and all. At first, I didn't really understand why, but
Yeah,
as we move forward, I mean, you did give the explanation. Obviously, that was really helpful. But I think for me is to see it come to life. You know, really
yeah,
the effect building up over a few sessions. That when we keep targeting those part of the body and
yeah,
everything, it makes me realize that wow, it really works.
yeah,
You know, so for me, I was really grateful. Like, I couldn't. I think it was last week. I realized that now I can actually touch my toes. You know, I couldn't do that at the beginning last July.
yeah,
So this is tremendous. You know,
yeah.
for more than 10, 15 years, I couldn't even do that. Maybe even more
My
actually.
job is
Now,
done.
yeah. No, actually, no.
Yeah.
We're doing the weight training, so
Yes.
I'm very, very excited for that part. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know, two things that Gloria mentioned, and I'm gonna circle back to your weight training because I want to hear more about that. That Gloria mentioned during our consultation that she wanted to age gracefully, and it's so beautiful to see that both of you have the same goals. And what she put it so well into words, that incremental changes, because it's, I'm curious if you agree that, you know, my job is not to overwhelm you and give you so many exercises, and sometimes we had to
Yes.
rethink how many exercises I was going to give you, just to make sure that you feel comfortable not doing too much. And that incremental changes, they may not seem significant in the moment, but they accumulate, and now you can touch
Yeah.
your toes. You know, it didn't happen overnight. I want to highlight that, but it's the consistency, the small changes, the small um, action steps per se, right?
Yes.
And that's what led you to be able to do strength. So I always say it to people that you kind of have to earn your strength workouts, because we have to have good, you know, tension release in the body first, and having good body mechanics in order to do proper strength. Because if we miss all that prep work, all the foundation, just like, you know, building a house without foundation, that house is gonna fall apart, because the strength is not there to hold, like the it's not there to hold the whole house up. Same thing with the body. So feel free to tell me more about what it looks like to do strength.
Um, I mean, I'm very happy that we went through the foundation first.
Mhm.
If we just jumped in, and that would have been the case, for example, if I just went to the gym, likely we wouldn't take, they may give you like, maybe I'm just presuming here because I've never honestly did, but
Totally.
I
Yeah.
presume that in that case they would just give you like basic stretching exercise and things like that, and then jump right in into doing the weight training. And I'm very glad that we didn't do that. I'm glad that you took the time to uh, inform, kind of like I had some of the traumas in my body that I was not aware of, and
Yeah.
you was able to pinpoint them. You know, I had some a little bit of back issues and a little bit of like the on my foot and so on. There's so many places, but I was not even aware of that until you took the time with me to look at how my body functioned,
Mhm.
and that really helped kind of like uh, I guess it's part of the what you say, it's trauma informed, your trauma informed thing. So I'm very happy that we went through all of that trauma that I had and making sure that I'm in a good place, ready and in a safe way to start the weight lifting journey, the weight training journey, sorry. So uh, if not, I would have likely been injured
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah.
over the long run, maybe, or even sooner than I'm expecting. And that would have been a problem. And I wouldn't even know why, actually.
Right.
Um, so, yeah, being flexible enough, removing some of the issues that I had, or at least correcting some of them, really help prepare the journey, a good foundation for the weight. So I'm very happy for that. And now also when I do the weight training, I'm much more conscious when it comes to my posture when I need to lift up the
Mhm.
weights or some of the position, like when I'm either um, I don't know, like sitting in a machine or things like that. I know what I need to do um, in order to not hurt myself,
Yeah.
those kind of things. And just to go back to what you were saying is that it's incremental, and you're one of I really enjoy the fact that you do listen to me in the sense of there's sometimes if there's too much exercise for a week, I tell you, and you're very open, you're very adaptive in that sense, which I
Mhm.
appreciate. Because and so you will try sometimes also to just like, okay, well, maybe this is too much, we can cut, but we'll give you what you need to focus on this week, and we'll focus on next week on other things. So I really appreciate that. And you do that also the weight training. And I think the way you're doing it right now is now you're not just giving me everything at once. You know, you're focusing on some part of the bodies at first. And then at some point, I think I need to wait maybe a few more weeks.
Yeah, for sure. For
It's
sure.
gonna click and I'll be like, okay, now I
Yeah.
understand why you did all of this, you know?
Yes. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I love how
Um,
you put it.
but I'm very excited because we just started the weight training journey, and so far I see good results. One of the things that I can mention is, and that was one of the challenges I had at first. It was I had a hard time to lose weight. Um, and that's one of the reasons why I was starting with you, Gabby. And I'm not saying it will apply to everyone that go into your program necessarily. Let's just be clear. But in my case, I kind of knew that when we get to the weight training journey, I would likely lose weight. That's how my body works.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy that I see those results. I lost, I think, like 6 kg so far, if not
Yeah.
more. And I'm just very, very excited what's coming next because I'm going to lose likely more weight, but gain more muscle.
Mhm.
some people already complimented me, saying that, "Oh, Michael, you look already like 5 years younger or something."
Yeah.
So um, I'm not saying it's gonna. I don't want to give that as a guarantee for everyone that's going to
Yeah.
work with
And thank you
children.
for saying, you know, navigating
But
the gray.
this is
Thank
my
you for,
result.
yeah.
For the, but of course, I just want to be clear also, there's like that diet behind, I'm eating healthy too, and but at the same time, I'm applying what you have given me, and it works. And as you said, I want to age gracefully.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be stuck on a bed
Yeah.
and unable to move on a chair. So I do whatever I can. Sorry, that was a lot to say, but that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah. And, you know, thank you for saying this, that, you know, everyone has a different journey and, you know, this is your, what yours looks like. And I want to mention that, you know, when we started, that you added movement to your, by signing up with me, you added movement. And then we would have, you know, I trained Gloria and Michael back to back and in person, just for context,
Yeah.
guys, that, you know, we have a couple of minutes between switching from Gloria to Michael. And then we have little chats, the three of us. And then you asked about, okay, food and what do you think about, you know, certain things. And as we had those conversations, because I'm not a nutritionist by any means, but you started to become interested in having better quality of food and implementing those things into
That's
your
correct.
life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is beautiful to see that you started with one thing and then you started adding other healthy aspects to your life, rather than, okay, I'm just going to do all at once. And that's actually a trauma response, when we just want to do everything all at once. So
Yes.
this is a very smart and tactical way to create long-term changes in the body, because the nervous system is not overwhelmed by all the things, but it's just, you know, the little things, um, little by little. And, you know, all the information that I've given you throughout the first package, the tension release, the mobility, the stretching, now it's going to start to click for you with all the strength, because everything builds on the top of each other. So
Mm.
it's really cool to see that how your process is unfolding in real time. So I love it. So now I'm going to mention a couple of trauma-informed tools that we use during the sessions, and you tell me how these tools serve you. Okay. So not to push through pain, give 30, 50, 70% of your max effort rather than 100% all the time, maybe. Pain is a sign to stop, relax, rather than keep pushing, and listening to your body, which circles back to the previous one. Yeah, all those things. I just blah, throw it at you. So, how do these tools serve you? These
Uh,
now?
yeah, this serves me well. I do I, I do take them into consideration. Uh, I think, for example, one of the things that comes to mind was when we're currently doing the weight training. So one of the exercise you wanted to give me was I don't know exactly how to say it, but it's like you're doing the weight, but you're pushing with your legs.
Was it the leg press with the
Yes, I
machine?
think that's what it is.
Yeah,
Yes. And I did notice a little bit of pain still in the back of my I mean on the lower back.
yeah,
And um, so I obviously communicate that to you. I think, and I think that's important. You need to let your trainer know, because I mean he's not you. By letting you know, you were quick to respond, say, okay, we need to stop doing that for now. We need to address this trauma or issue you're having before we get back to that kind of exercise. So I appreciate that, because now it helps me uh, and I think this is was related to sometimes me say, just to be clear, I think the context here is that um, it's something that I have the habit when I work at my station to kind of have a bad posture when with my leg. I kind of twist it inside, and I think that kind of creates some tension on the back. But anyway, I'm very happy that this is being addressed. So that kind of um, the example of the pain, like we're addressing it, and I do that too when I'm not necessarily training with you, Gabby. I take that into consideration. You mentioned that on a regular basis, be aware of your body, make sure that the pain that you're feeling, like listen to it, don't push through it because you might just get hurt yourself. So it happens sometimes when I do some of the stretching, whatever it's my legs or my arms, I feel some of the pain. I stop. If I don't feel it, that's great. I mean, I just keep going, but there are times I stop and I come back another day and I
Mm.
try again. And maybe at the time it works better. My body has time to rest. In terms of doing sometimes less is actually more than is better than more. And I did realize that doing those sessions with you, I and it goes back to what you were saying, like, it seems small at first, but it builds up.
Yeah.
And from July to I think it was November or something. For the yeah, we by November I realized that wow, what a change,
Mhm.
Um, but it is what it is. It's like us, you walk, every step you take doesn't seem significant, but before you realize it, you're already like a mile away.
Yeah. Yeah.
You already took a mile, you already took 2 miles, or here 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers.
Yeah.
So I would say for the people listening to this is that yeah, just believe in the process. I think that's what it is. Just believe in the process and what Gabby is instructing you, because informing you, and you'll see how tremendous the change is going to be. At least for me, it was a case. So, or at least enjoy the journey, is because it's going to be great. Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you. And the last question, I feel like you already answered somehow, but it's always great to ask one more time to sum it up. That how has your life changed by working together?
Mm, yeah, that's a good question. Well, I guess it goes back to what I was saying earlier. The way it changed for the better was that one, I'm more in tune with what my body feels.
Mhm.
And now I understand a little bit more that things are more connected to each other
Yeah.
than I was. And I was never being trained in this. When you go to school, they just say like do this kind of stretching, or do this kind of stretching for your leg. And now, okay, let's get into the sport, or like let's start running and things like that. But now I understand that when you do a specific stretching and then the next stretching, they are actually related, and then and it makes you more flexible. And that so just to get back to what I was saying, it really opened my eyes to understand that my body more, to be more conscious about what my body feels, and to be informed that okay, if my body feels a specific way, this is what I need to do. I wasn't able to do that before, and
Mhm.
with you giving me, um, making sure that I have the videos of the positions, how and also the notes on how to tackle those positions.
Read the
And why
notes,
we
right?
Yes, yeah, yeah, read the notes. Uh, but actually, they're very useful
Yeah.
because those notes really allow you explaining why we're doing this.
Yeah.
It's not just do this because you need to do it.
Yeah.
You explaining why we're doing this, and this is very helpful.
Mhm.
So now I know why I'm doing this. And when I have those issues myself, like I'm feeling stiff, um, I know what to do.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it really changed my life, in my health life at least. Um, and also, um, I don't know how this, I guess I can say that, when I feel less, when I do exercise, like go for a long walk or hiking, my body recover faster.
Yeah.
I don't have those, when you wake up the next day and you feel like, oh my gosh, I feel so much muscle pains and
Yeah.
everything. I feel
Nice.
way less that nowadays. I
Nice.
mean, and I attribute this to the stretching that we had. I mean, the sessions that we had. So
Yeah.
those are the th two things. And also, I think it's a shift in my mental, in the way of thinking about health. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it gives me it boosts my confidence in a sense because I'm thinking, okay, I can get better. My health is getting better. I'm moving better. I'm more flexible. If I can do this by doing small steps, I can do the same thing with my health and my diet, like in a sense, like hitting better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it it boosts my confidence in that
Yeah.
level, and so yeah, just very grateful. Thanks a lot, Gabby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome. And I like to put it this way that, I give you the tools, but you make the tools, you make the most out of the tools.
Yes. Yeah.
And I always thrive on making my clients become independent and gain this critical thinking that, okay, what you just said, okay, I'm sore here, then I'm just going to roll this way because I know that's going to help me. So I want people to think for themselves rather than, oh, just tell me what to do and I'll do it, right? Because that's the way that I don't feel. That's not what people pay me for. I People pay me to 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 become more independent
Yes.
and have that knowledge that I have myself. But I want everyone to have that knowledge and work in their advantage. And the last thing that, these tools really work in every area of your life. You can use it in your nutrition, you can use it in friendships, your relationship. And so it's very, very universal and very trauma informed.
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Michael. Is there a final word, final thought you would like to share? No pressure.
Um, um, just do it, guys. It's worth it. No, honestly, I think it's worth it, and I don't think that you would regret it. At least I didn't, and my wife either. So, seeing my wife doing it, and now I'm doing it, and I see the result. As I said before, great, Gabby, I'm truly grateful. So yeah, just do it, guys. Honestly, like I think it's worth it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Michael. And I'll see you in person next time. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Ciao.